Discover how anti-aging nutrition can transform your life after 50. In this video, we talk in a sensitive and welcoming way about how the right foods can bring more vitality, quality of life, and even improve your intimate health. You will learn practical tips, easy strategies, and scientific information explained in a simple way to live longer and better. If you want to age with health, self-esteem, and happiness, this video is for you. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on longevity, well-being, and health in old age. Watch now and discover the secret to anti-aging nutrition. Have you ever wondered if there is a natural way to maintain vitality, well-being, and even improve your quality of life at any age? Perhaps you have felt that your body has changed over time. Perhaps you have noticed less energy, or even changes in your mood, your intimate health, or your self-esteem. And all of this is completely natural. What few people talk about, however, is that there are simple and accessible ways to recover some of this vitality. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most powerful, anti-aging diet. Before anything else, it is important to make it clear. Aging is a privilege. Every wrinkle, every mark, tells a story that deserves to be celebrated. What we seek here is not to fight against time, but to live this time with more quality, more joy, and more presence. And for this, food is an essential tool because it directly impacts our body, our mind, and our emotions. As we age, our metabolism slows down. We lose muscle mass more quickly, hormone production decreases, and the body's ability to absorb nutrients also changes. This can lead to a series of consequences: chronic fatigue, low immunity, loss of libido, changes in sleep, and even memory problems. But a healthy diet can act as a true protective shield against many of these effects. Recent research shows that people who follow a diet rich in antioxidants have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, bone loss, and even depression. Red fruits, dark green vegetables, seeds, nuts such as walnuts and chestnuts, fish rich in omega-3, extra virgin olive oil, and whole foods are true natural remedies, capable of reducing silent inflammation that, without us realizing it, erodes our health over the years. Did you know, for example, that simply eating a daily serving of berries can reduce the risk of cognitive decline in the elderly by up to 25%? And that eating fatty fish such as salmon or sardines twice a week can improve blood circulation, memory, and even sexual performance? Small changes like these can make all the difference. One point that deserves to be highlighted is the role of hormones. As men and women age, their testosterone and estrogen levels drop, which are essential hormones for physical and emotional health. A diet rich in zinc, vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids can help balance these hormones naturally. Foods such as pumpkin seeds, eggs, tuna, spinach, almonds, and flaxseed oil are great allies in this process. Furthermore, maintaining adequate levels of vitamin D is essential for bone health, immunity, and hormone production. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in old age and is associated with a number of problems, such as osteoporosis, fatigue, depression, and sexual dysfunction. Sunbathing for 15 minutes a day, eating fish and eggs, and, if necessary, taking supplements as directed by a doctor are simple actions that bring real benefits. Another nutrient that is often overlooked is magnesium. It is involved in over 300 chemical reactions in our bodies and influences muscle relaxation, sleep, mood, and blood pressure control. Regular consumption of avocados, bananas, sunflower seeds, spinach, and dark chocolate with over 70% cocoa can help maintain optimal magnesium levels in the body. In addition to foods that help, it is important to avoid those that are harmful. Refined sugars, ultra-processed foods, trans fats, and excess salt are true villains for our health. They increase inflammation in the body, accelerate cellular aging, and are linked to diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and even some types of cancer. Reducing your consumption of these foods may be easier than it seems. Swap soda for lemon water. Replace stuffed cookies with nuts or dried fruit. Choose home-cooked meals instead of fast food. Every small choice builds a better future. It is also important to remember that the pleasure of eating should not be lost. Eating well does not mean giving up the flavor or joy of a good meal. On the contrary, learning new recipes, trying new foods, cooking with those we love. All of this is part of a healthier and happier lifestyle. The relationship between diet and sexual health is another point that deserves attention. Many foods have natural aphrodisiac properties and can improve blood circulation, hormone production, and desire. Strawberries, honey, ginger, almonds, avocado, and dark chocolate are some examples. A balanced diet rich in nutrients promotes blood flow to all organs, including the genitals, which can improve erectile function in men and vaginal lubrication in women. And we cannot forget the role of self-esteem. When we take care of our diet, we also take care of our self-image, our self-love. And this is reflected in all aspects of life, including our sexual and emotional life. To complete this comprehensive care, it is essential to combine a good diet with other healthy habits. Practice physical activity regularly, even if it is just light walks. Sleep well, as it is during sleep that the body regenerates. Manage stress with relaxation techniques, meditation, or leisure time. And, if you feel the need, seek psychological support or sexual therapy, which can greatly help in rediscovering pleasure and intimacy. Some practical strategies to put into action starting today are creating colorful dishes, trying to include at least 3 different colors of natural foods in each meal, drinking at least 2 liters of water a day, prioritizing real foods and leaving aside those that come in packages and packages full of ingredients that you can barely pronounce. Another important point is consistency. There is no point in following a perfect diet for a week and then going back to your old habits. The secret is consistency, in gradually building a new relationship with food and your body. And above all, you need to cultivate patience and self-love. The most lasting changes are those that respect your time, your rhythm, and your individual needs. Remember, taking care of your diet is a gesture of love. It is choosing to live longer, live better, and live each phase of life to the fullest. Getting older doesn't mean stopping. It means blossoming in a new way. With more wisdom, more awareness, and more freedom to be who you are. If this video brought you valuable information, like it, share it with someone you love, and leave a comment with which of these tips you intend to put into practice first. Let's build a community together that values life in all its stages. Life is made up of daily choices. And today, you can choose to take care of yourself. You can choose to live longer and better. And that often starts with what you put on your plate. Thank you very much for being here. See you in the next video. If this content made sense to you, like the video, share it with your loved ones and leave a comment below. What changes in your diet will you make today to live longer and better? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive practical tips that can transform your health and your life.